Naganap na nga ang patalbugan ng mga kandidatang Miss Universe Philippines 2025 sa Hello Glow Fashion Show ngayong araw sa SM North EDSA. Suot ang kanilang pink dress, kanya-kanyang patalbugan sa pagrampa mga kandidata. Pero as usual, mas tinutukan ng mga audience ang mga front runners ng kompetisyon. Isa-isa nating himay-himayin at bigyan ng rating at assessments ang kanilang mga naging performance, particular na ang mga 5 front runners ng kompetisyon. At simulan na nga natin kay Sultan Kudarat Chelsea Fernandez. Suot nito ang kanyang flowy color beige na dress. Makikita naka-curly, lugay hair ito at soft naman ang naging atake ng kanyang makeup. Pagpasok pa lang sa stage ay makikitang todo na ito sa pag-aura, sabay hagis sa hangin ng excess fabric ng kanyang flowy dress at rumampa na nga ito. At nang makarating na nga ito sa gitna ng stage ay muli ito nagpasiklab ng kanyang pag-aura sa camera with her turn and flip hair pose and smile. At nagtuloy-tuloy na nga ito sa pagrampa, pa-exit ng stage. Ilang segundo lamang ang inabot ng rampa ng mga kandidata sa stage. Okay, himay-himayin natin at i-rate natin ang kanilang naging performance dito. Okay, dito sa pagpasok niya sa entrance, yes, I love it, very strong, pero hindi na ito na-sustain. I just find it awkward when she threw the excess fabric of her gown through the air. Sabay taas ng kanyang mga kamay hawak sa hair, and she did that big smile. Na awkward na ako sa execution doon kasi nawala yung elements ng pagka-class at pagka-elegant. Parang for a moment it was giving Miss Grand. With her walk naman, it's not the best but it's not bad as well. Dito naman sa part ng pag-ikot-ikot at pag-project niya sa camera, for a moment she even turned her chin up with that big smile. This part is very pageantry, very templated, kumbaga very common na. I mean, we have seen this kind of performance over and over and over and over and over and over again na. And for me, since 2025 na, I want something new to the table. And since she competed before na, the problem with her performance right now, although it's not bad naman, but again, we've seen this before from her and from other contestants over and over again. Her performance is very templated, very ordinary, very makaluma. I want something new, yung may wow factor, a performance that we have never seen before. So for her performance here, I'm giving her 4.5 out of 10. Nagpasiklab din sa pagrampa at pag-aura ang pambato ng tagig na si Katrina Ligado. Suot ang kanyang pink dress na may excess fabric design ulit on both sides. Kung saan hawak-hawak na ito at sa hair naman naka-straight lugay ito with her light smoky eyes makeup. Okay, sa entrance o pagpasok niya, wala akong nakitang wow factor. Sa styling ang masasabi ko, very ordinary. You know, as a judge, as an audience, as a critique, as a fan, kailangan sa first 10 to 20 seconds ng pagpasok mo sa stage, dapat makuha mo na yung attention ko sa dami ng mga contestants na kalaban mo. For her, I felt like tumayo lang siya, hindi naglakad na. Her entrance was very, very weak. Nang rumampa naman ito sa stage, bigla itong umikot sabay bagsak ng excess fabric ng kanyang gown na hawak niya. Okay, let's focus on that. I find this very, very awkward. Take a look at how she walked towards the center right before she did her turn. Girl, that was so awkward. Parang naglakad lang sa mall. Have you noticed that? And the turn was not smooth. Ang stiff ng pagkaka-turn niya. Parang hindi siya nag-practice, parang hindi pulido, it's not giving. And yung may pahabol pa siyang hair flip, that was so awkward as well. Pay attention to how she did it. Ang bigat ng execution. I have seen this before sa mga commercials and ang ganda-ganda ng pagkaka-execute nila, very fluid and very smooth. Hers was very stiff and yung every turn niya, napaka-stiff din talaga. I'm sorry but it is not giving to me. Her overall performance in this challenge, I thought it was stiff, awkward, unpolished, parang hindi na practice ng maayos. It seems like parang minadali, kaya hindi smooth yung naging execution ng overall performance niya. I'm giving her 3.1 out of 10 for this. I thought I was watching a contestant from a barangay pageant. It's not giving Miss Universe Philippines performance level. Sumunod na rumampa naman ang isa rin sa mga front runners na pambato ng Siniloan Laguna na si Iliana Marie Aduana. I love her entrance here. Strong and powerful. Kuha niya agad ang attention ko. That's good ha. Again, sa dami niyong mga contestants, first 10 to 20 seconds of your entrance sa stage is very critical given the fact that they're only given a few seconds up to a minute to execute their performance on stage. So you really need to catch the attention of the judges and also the audience watching. And I like her entrada here. Strong and powerful, and yes, I really do like yung pag-project niya sa camera before she started her walk. This is also strong. See, this is what I'm talking about. Hindi mo kailangan ng unnecessary movements like what Sultan Kudarat and Taguig did to stand out. I like the way she walks her way towards the center of the stage. I thought that was strong as well. And she was able to maintain that impression to me. I like it na gusto ko rin yung pag-aura at pag-project niya sa camera. Very smooth and very fluid yung naging transition niya ng execution. For a moment, she touched her hair but not to the point na naging awkward na. I like that part. I thought it was strong as well. It added drama to her performance. Yes, girl. And the transition as she walks her way off the stage, I thought that was also smooth and strong. Oh, and before I forget, I love her dress here. I thought it was beautiful and elegant. There wasn't any unnecessary excess fabric that was so distracted like what Sultan Kudarat and Taguig wore na. I mean, those were so not giving at all. I hate excess fabric in gowns because they ruined overall performance. For Iliana, I like her gown here. Her overall performance, I thought it was strong. She was able to maintain it from start to finish. This performance is worthy of 9.1 out of 10. I like it. Rumampa rin ang isa sa mga front runners na si Yatisa Manalo from Quezon Province. Okay, to be honest, I don't like her entrance here. Ang bigat, ang stiff. I don't like the dress as well. I don't like the hairstyle at all. Kinain ng dress at ng hair yung performance, yung presence niya, natabunan ng excess fabric at messy buhaghag hair. Yung presence niya on stage, do you see that? I mean, what was that? I don't like na super kapal ng fabric sa bottom part ng dress niya na parang naglalakad ng cortina na ang peg. It was giving like that to me. It was so distracting. And yung pagkakalugay ng hair, oh my God, that was so messy, unpolished. Parang half-cooked. Although I must say na her walk, her pasarela was strong. I like the way she walks and the turn as well. I thought that was smooth and well executed. But the thing is, the messy buwaghag hairstyle and the excess fabric sa gown niya ruined everything. Also, you know what I don't like about Atisa's performance is same with Chelsea Fernandez. It's very templated, very ordinary. I mean, take a look at her performance and styling from last year's Hello Glow Runway Challenge. She did the same thing from her hair, styling, everything is very well exactly the same here. I mean, girl, this is the second time that you're competing at Miss Universe Philippines. You must bring something new, something fresh to the table. You get my point? At Miss Universe Philippines, I can see now why she did not make it at Miss International and Miss Cosmo kasi ang pinanlalaban lang talaga niya is her strong face card. But the overall performance to me is very weak, most especially with her communication skills pa. Her ability to answer the Q&As is very weak. Kaya siguro whenever she competes, lagi siyang talo like sa Miss International, Miss Cosmo, and last year Miss Universe Philippines where natalo siya ni Chelsea Manalo, diba? I'm giving her performance here a 3 out of 10. I don't like it from start to the end. Ayan, and finally, nagpasiklab din na pambato ng Muntinlupa na si Winwin Marquez. Okay, let's talk about her entrance here. I was like, wow, Pay attention to the way she walks. Isn't that strong? I love it. Ang lakas ng pagpasok niya, tumatagos talaga yung strong confidence and commanding presence niya. I really can feel it. And yung pasarela niya, very fluid and very smooth and very effortless. This is what I'm talking about na sa first few seconds pa lang, dapat kuha mo na agad yung attention ko without of course, without the unnecessary awkward movements, di ba? I love the way she executed her turn here. And she gave it a moment before she fully did her turn, followed by the hair flip, which was initiated by her turn. And look at the face, girl. She's slaying. Perfect. I love her entrance. She checked all the boxes in my checklist. That was so perfect. As she walks her way towards the center of the stage, she was able to maintain her strong presence and confidence. And the face is undeniably slaying. When she did her turn, it was so smooth and fluid and effortless with the hair flip. I have no words I have no words to say. She killed it. This is so Miss Universe level through and through. Let's talk about her dress naman and her hairstyle here. I love the metallic pink dress with that unique design in the middle part. See again, this is what I'm talking about. No need for the heavy unnecessary excess fabric sa gowns. And I love her overall styling here. Very edgy, very strong, very striking. The level of the confidence is undeniable. The execution is smooth, fluid, and effortless. I love her hairstyle. Yes, nakalugay, but I love the way it was curled. Perfectly matches the edginess of the dress. Diba? Don't you agree? This is what I love about Muntinlupa's performance kasi she always brings something new to the table. She's not templated unlike Atisa, Chelsea, and Taguig. Like, I know that she competed before in different pageants, but she totally brings something new to the Miss Universe Philippines table. Diba? This is worthy of 10 out of 10. Perfect. I love it. Okay, enough of you saying that this year ang mananalo is Monica Ann like Denmark. I mean, who said it? May nagsabi ba si Anja Crujitatip that this year is Monica Ann ang ipapanalo nila? Who said it? You? Because Denmark is Monica Ann does not mean Monica Ann din ang mananalo this year. Because when Shanice Palacios won, hindi naman mistisahan at latinahan ang naging successor niya, di ba? It was a blondie girl from Denmark na hindi mistisahan at hindi latinahan. Denmark won because she was consistent from day one until the coronation. She was also engaging to the fans and to the Miss Universe organization. She also brought something new to the table that was completely different from what Shanice Palacios did. Di ba? If you're going to compare the two. And si Denmark, hindi nag-uulit ng mga damit, hindi nag-uulit ng boots, hindi nag-uulit ng accessories. That's why she won. And her communication skills as well is good. It was not purely because of Monica Ann. Tigilan nyo na nga ako sa ka-edyoserahan ninyo. Puro lang kayo pa-hype sa mga candidates nyo. Iligwak naman sa communication skills, diba? For me kasi, I'm looking for the overall package. Hindi lang sa face, kailangan dapat complete package, consistent, strong presence, maganda ang face, maganda ang body, commanding, striking, alam mo yon, she brings something new to the table that was completely different that we have never seen before. Ganun dapat. Hindi yung sa face lang kayo nakatutok. Samantala sa pagtatapos nga ng Hello Glow fashion show kanina, lahat naman ng 5 front runners ay nakapasok naman sa top 10 finalists. Ayan! Anong say mo dito? Anong hanash mo? Dali, i-comment mo.